Welcome back, everyone. You're watching Ed and I's Stewards of Eden. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating culinary journey to the Blue Zones, those remarkable regions around the world where people consistently live extraordinarily long and healthy lives. What's their secret? While many factors contribute, a cornerstone is undeniably their diet. Let's dive into the common threads of their eating habits and, more importantly, how we can weave these life-giving principles into our modern kitchens. Across these diverse cultures, from Sardinia, Italy, to Okinawa, Japan, Nicoya, Costa Rica, Icaria, Greece, and Loma Linda, California, some powerful dietary patterns emerge. Firstly, and perhaps most significantly, is the emphasis on whole, plant-based foods. Vegetables, fruits, legumes such as beans, lentils, chickpeas, and whole grains form the bedrock of their meals. Meat, particularly red meat, is consumed sparingly, if at all, often just a few times a month in small portions. Another key element is the focus on legumes. These nutritional powerhouses are packed with fiber, protein, and essential nutrients. Think of the fava beans in Sardinia, the lentils and chickpeas in Icaria, and the black beans in Nicoya. They're not just a side dish, they're often the star of the meal. They also prioritize whole grains over refined carbohydrates. Think sourdough bread in Sardinia, whole wheat in Loma Linda, and corn tortillas in Nicoya. These provide sustained energy and are rich in fiber, contributing to gut health and stable blood sugar levels. This plant-centered approach is no accident. Science overwhelmingly supports the health benefits. As reported in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, diets rich in fruits, vegetables, and legumes are associated with a lower risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. The high fiber content aids digestion and promotes a healthy gut microbiome, which we're increasingly learning is crucial for overall well-being. Moreover, the abundance of antioxidants and phytonutrients in plant-based foods helps combat inflammation and oxidative stress, processes linked to aging and chronic diseases. It's like fueling your body with nature's most potent protective compounds. It's not just what they eat, but how they eat that's insightful. Meals in blue zones are often social and laid back. Food is savored, and meal times are a time for connection and community. This slower pace aids digestion and fosters a more mindful relationship with food. They also tend to eat until they are about 80% full. This practice, known as harahachibu in Okinawa, helps prevent overeating and supports healthy weight management. It's about listening to your body's satiety cues. So, how can we translate these time-tested dietary habits into our busy modern lives? It's not about drastically overhauling your entire diet overnight, but rather making gradual, sustainable shifts. Start by prioritizing plant-based meals a few times a week. Experiment with lentil soups, bean stews, and vegetable-rich stir-fries. Make legumes the star of your plate, not just a side. Increase your intake of whole grains, opt for whole wheat bread, quinoa, brown rice, and oats instead of their refined counterparts. Get creative with whole grain salads and side dishes. Reduce your consumption of meat, especially processed and red meat. If you do eat meat, treat it as a smaller accompaniment rather than the main focus. Here are a few more actionable tips. Embrace cooking at home. This gives you control over ingredients and portion sizes. Eat with others. Make mealtimes a social occasion whenever possible. Slow down and savor your food. Practice mindful eating. Incorporate healthy fats. Olive oil, a staple in the Mediterranean blue zones, is a great choice. Snack wisely. Opt for nuts, seeds, and fruits instead of processed snacks. Read food labels. Be mindful of added sugars, unhealthy fats, and refined grains. Incorporating blue zone dietary principles isn't about deprivation. It's about embracing a delicious and diverse way of eating that nourishes your body and supports long-term health. It's about rediscovering the joy of simple, whole foods and the connection that comes with sharing them. What small changes can you make today to bring some blue zone wisdom into your eating habits? Share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Let's inspire each other on this journey towards a healthier and more vibrant life, one delicious plant-based meal at a time.